Hi, I'm Karen, and welcome to 45 Minutes of Yoga. This is going to be a flow that includes some deep hip stretches. We're going to stretch the shoulders, hamstrings, all kinds of stuff. Just across the whole body, increasing your flexibility, helping you to develop long, lean muscles, a good posture, balance. Even we're going to work on your balance as well. This is a Skype class that I videoed, so when I'm facing the camera, as far as left and right, just do either what you see me doing or what you hear me saying. And be sure to get yourself in the present moment before you start class. In other words, do your best to try to put everything to the side except for this 45 minutes of yoga practice so that you can focus on you and work on what's best for you. Taking a break when you need to, pausing the video if you need to, resting in child's pose when you need to. I really want you to take this at your pace. So challenging your flexibility, your strength, your balance, but all at the same time listening to your body, nurturing yourself, and taking this at your pace. So take a few moments, deep breaths. Here we go. So just make sure that you've got a yoga strap somewhere near you. And we're going to go ahead and lie on our back. We're going to allow our knees to just fall in towards each other. You can just rest your arms at your sides, palms up. And just take a couple nice deep cleansing breaths there, lying down. So I want you to think about honoring the natural curve in your spine here. So we're not pushing that low back down, but we're not arching up either. We're just honoring that natural curve in our spine. We're going to take these first couple minutes. You're welcome to keep your eyes open or closed. It's up to you. But I just want you to allow yourself to just get here to the present moment. Whatever you had to do to be able to make sure and carve this time out, just put everything to the side and just be proud of yourself for getting here today. Deciding to take care of yourself. Let's let our belly lift as we inhale and lower as we exhale. And if possible, just bring all your breath in and out through the nose. Think about your rib cage and diaphragm expanding and contracting with each and every breath. So just slowly opening your eyes and just make sure that your feet are about hip width or even farther apart. Let's windshield wiper those knees slowly. So let's take them over to one side and look in the opposite direction. And then very slowly switch. So each time, just make sure you're looking in the opposite direction of those knees. And just notice how when you press that back knee down, it's an extra stretch for that hip. And let's take it one more time to each side. Good. Now all we're going to do is extend our legs, and I want you to roll into your right side. Allow your right arm to become your pillow, and let's pull your left heel back for a left quadricep stretch. So the front of that left thigh. I want you to press your left knee down and just gently pull that left heel towards your backside, pushing that left hip bone forward, taking some nice deep breaths. Good. On your exhale, I want you to release. And let's roll into your stomach. Just come up to those forearms in a Sphinx pose. And we're not letting our head collapse. We're lifting that head up. And we're not looking straight up or straight down. Just think about that head being a natural extension of the spine. Good, and as you exhale, you're going to lower down. You're going to roll onto your left side. I'm just going to turn around so I'm facing you. So now your left arm is your pillow. And you're pulling that right heel back, pressing that right knee down, and enjoying that nice right quadricep stretch. Each exhale, think about pulling that right heel a little closer to your backside, pushing the front of that right hip bone forward. And as you exhale, let's release. Let's roll into your stomach. And if you feel okay to come into an up dog position, remember Sphinx is an option if you need that. Palms underneath your shoulders. Let's gently lift ourselves up, opening that chest. So we don't want to let our head collapse into our shoulders. We want to think about lifting the head up and opening the chest. Then let's bring our knees apart, big toes together, and sit ourselves back into child's pose. So rest your forehead and let the middle of your chest just surrender to the mat. Take a couple more deep cleansing breaths there. And at the end of your exhale, let's tuck your toes under and come to down dog. So let's bring those feet about hip width apart. Let's spread our fingertips apart. And instead of being heavy in the hands, let's shift our weight back. Lift your hips up and relax your feet. Now, if you relax your quadriceps, the front of those thighs, and relaxing your knees, you'll get a better stretch in those hamstrings. As you exhale, let's take our right toes up to the ceiling. And let's walk the hands back, nose towards your left knee. Gently swinging through so that right knee is right above the ankle. And we're going to float the chest up into our crescent lunge. Now you want to tuck the pelvis under, lean the upper body back. And look past your fingertips, swing through. Inhale up. And let's take that left foot a little farther back if you want. Remember, you're always doing what's safe and comfortable for you. Let's go ahead and take our palms down. Right foot back. Abs are strong, and let's hug the sides, come on down. Take your knees down whenever you need to. Nice up dog. Feel free to do a push-up or not, and then down dog. So continuing to take those deep breaths in and out through your nose. Let's alternate bending one knee and then the other, releasing tightness in those lower legs. And then let's go ahead and roll to our right side plank. So you want your right wrist directly under the shoulder. Your right knee on the mat could be an option, or you could take both legs straight. You're not in competition with anybody here. You're doing what's best for you today during this yoga practice. All with deep cleansing breaths in and out through the nose if possible. Let's very slowly come back to plank and place our right knee on the mat. And with the left wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend that left leg behind us. So keeping those abs strong, reach your right arm nice and long. If you want to, you can bend that left knee with the foot in the air. Right hand reaches around to grab it. We can take that left foot towards the ceiling as we push the top of the foot away from us. Deep breaths. Inhale, lift that little bit higher if you want. And then let's extend out, reach long. Hand and knee down. Let's sit our hips to the left and bring your left hand on top of the right. And then let's come up onto your hands and knees, arch up into a nice cat stretch, glance to the ceiling. And then let's go ahead and come to our plank. Wrists below the shoulders, abs are strong. Hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Feel free to do a push-up if you want to, and down dog. Let's shift the weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards our knuckles. Lift those hips and allow the top of the head to sink down. Exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. And let's glance up and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, let's go ahead and take our right arm down, keeping our feet together. Reach those left fingertips to the sky and walk the right fingertips down, pushing that left foot down. That right hand's gonna grab the wrist, gently pull, and just rest your head on your right arm, pressing the left foot into the mat. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper, nice stretch down that left side. Good, now let's open it up into mountain. And let's find a spot we're staring at for balance. We're gonna bring our weight to the right foot and get ready for tree pose. So again, find your focal point somewhere those eyes are not gonna move. And let's go ahead and bring that left foot up. You're welcome to keep the left foot close to the mat. Again, doing what's right for you today. Let's bring those fingertips up. And the hands can be apart or together. Lift the rib cage away from that hip bone without shrugging your shoulders. Good, and on your exhale, you're gonna bring those hands to the heart. And we're gonna extend our left leg behind us. Okay, so keeping the abs strong. Decide whether you're gonna keep the toes close to the mat or lift them up. And let's take a breath or two. In Warrior 3. Very slowly bringing fingertips down to the mat. Just do the best that you can. Bring your chin in your chest. And let's take some weight out of our fingertips. Now let's take our right arm out to the side just for a breath, practicing our balance. And then let's move the right hand a little bit to the right and roll your left hip open. As you're rolling the left hip open, left arm can hang down, but it could also reach up. I want you to find a focal point to stare at. Do your best on this, but just be nice to yourself. Let's keep rolling this left hip open. Exhale very slowly, coming down to your fingertips and bending your right knee, lunging on your left toes. Let's move the foot to the right. Now, if you can, let's keep the left knee off the mat. If you need to rest it at any point, do. And let's start to bend your elbows. Come down to the forearms if you want, or stay on the palms. It's totally up to you. Let's bring that chin in your chest. And try for 2 or 3 deep breaths here. And then on your exhale, let's bring that left knee down to the mat. And if you need to adjust yourself so your weight's evenly distributed on right and left, either palms or forearms, please do. Let's take this left quadricep, sinking it down towards the mat. All the while taking the breath in and out through the nose. Dissolving tension with each exhale. Let's bring your palms to the mat. And then let's take your right arm up and gently twist. Good, let's bring that right hand down. Let's bring our right knee to the mat. Give yourself a nice cat stretch. Glancing up. Good, and let's go ahead and come to your plank. Abs are strong, let's hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up only if you'd like, and down dog. Lifting those hips up, allow the top of the head to come down. Let's take some of the weight that's in the heel of the hand, shift it towards your knuckles. Deep breaths. And let's lift our left toes up to the sky. Walking those hands back, nose towards your right knee, left toes really reach. Gently swing through. Let's make sure that left knee is right above the ankle. Let's float that chest up, leaning back into your crescent lunge. Tuck the pelvis under, getting a good right hip flexor stretch. Look past the fingertips, swing through. Inhale up. And let's take that right foot a little farther back and really lean back. Good, let's bring the palms down. Left foot back. Abs are strong, hug those sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up if you choose. And down dog. Continuing to breathe, connect to that breath. Feeling that rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract as we roll to our left side plank. So your left knee is on the mat if you want it to. Make sure the wrist and shoulder are in alignment. Take some deep breaths, rolling your right hip open as well as rolling that right shoulder open. And taking deep breaths, not holding your breath at any point. Exhale, let's very slowly come back to plank. And let's take the left knee down. So with your right wrist directly under the shoulder, your right leg extends. Abs are strong. Reach from left fingertips to right toes. If you want to, that right foot comes in the air by bending the knee. Left hand reaches around to grab it. And let's lift out of our right shoulder, push the top of the right foot away from you and breathe. Lifting that foot way up. And exhale, let's extend back out and reach. Good, hand and knee down. Let's sit the hips right and bring your right hand on top of the left. Slowly untwisting. Give yourself a nice cat-cow stretch. And let's come to that plank. Abs strong. Keep those abdominals lifted. Hug the sides. Let your chest lead, but bring those knees down when and if you need to. Up dog. Open the chest. Lengthen from the top of your head to your tailbone. Push up if you want to, and down dog. Exhale, hips lift, relaxing your quadriceps as well as your feet, and letting the top of the head sink down as you breathe. Let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's glance up, reverse swan dive up, standing back bend. And let's bring that left arm to our sides, keeping the feet together. Reach the right arm up. Walk those left fingertips down that left leg. Think about lengthening down your right side. Left hand grabs the wrist. Just gently pull and rest your head. Push your right foot into the mat. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper. That right foot presses down. Good. Let's open it up into mountain. And let's find our focal point. So find that spot where those eyes are going to stay. We're going to shift our weight to the left foot, bringing those hands to the heart. Keeping those eyes on your focal point. If you'd like to, that right foot can come up. Anytime you need to bring it close to the mat, feel free to do that. Branches come up. Hands are together or apart, totally up to you. But let's lengthen the torso without shrugging our shoulders. On the exhale, hands come back to the heart. And let's extend that right leg behind us. Abs are scooped in. Warrior 3. You decide how high you're going to take those right toes. How low you're going to take the chest. Reach long and breathe. Very slowly bringing those fingertips down. And bringing your chin in your chest. Let's take weight out of our fingertips, so just barely on our fingertips. Reach your left arm out to balance and breathe. And then let's slowly bring the left hand a little bit to the left of the foot and start to roll our right hip open. You're welcome to keep this right arm down. You're welcome to lift it up, but please find a focal point and keep rolling that right hip open. Remember, settle in and do what's best for your body today. Very slowly, we're going to bring that right hand down. We're going to bend the left knee and gently lunge on our right toes. Let's walk our left foot to the left. Please make sure the left knee is right above the ankle. Hands on the inside. If you can keep the right knee off the mat at first, do. Anytime you need to, rest it. And let's bend the elbows. Feel free to come to the forearms. Feel free to stay on your palms. Listen to your body. I want you to try your best to exhale completely and not hold back. Feel the rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract. Let's gently take the right knee to the mat. Now adjust yourself so your weight's still evenly distributed. Your forehead is heavy to the mat and you're breathing. Slowly, let's come up to the palms. Let's take that left arm up and gently twist. And come back to both palms. Let's take that left knee back. Arch up, give yourself a nice cat stretch. Glancing up to the ceiling. And let's come to our plank. Abs lifted up nice and strong. You're not going to let your hips lead. Your chest is going to lead. Come on down. Up dog. Push up if you choose. Down dog. Deep breaths in and out. Feet are relaxed. Quadriceps and knees are relaxed. And right toes are going to reach up. Walking the hands back. Let's bend our right knee a little bit and hang that right leg to the left. Feel a nice opening of that right hip, as well as the heavier that leg hangs to the right, you're going to feel that nice stretch down the right side of the rib cage. As your right knee slides between your hands for pigeon. We can take those left toes and walk the leg behind us. We can take our right foot and inch it up towards our left hand, as long as it doesn't make you roll to your right. Your best stretch is going to come when the belly button's facing the mat. Let's walk the hands straight out the middle of the mat. Find a spot for your forehead to rest. Take a deep breath where you notice the most tightness. Most likely it's going to be the outside of that right hip joint. Exhale, try to dissolve that tightness. Glance to the right if you'd like, resting on the left side of the face. And you can take your right hand to the low back. Really let your shoulders flop. Deep breaths. Exhale completely each and every time. As we slowly untwist, let's glance forward and allow our left fingertips to come just a little farther. Forehead down and breathe. Good, let's walk ourselves back. Open the chest. And we're going to go ahead and have a seat with the right leg either in front or on top, okay? So feel free to just have that right leg in front. If you can, to bring it on top, if that's not too tight. If your knee's way up here, you'll probably want to have it in the front, okay? Take your body for what it is and where it is today. Sit up tall first. Bring that chin down, please. Let's reach the right arm up nice and tall. Let's take our left hand, reach across, and gently lean over. Good, both arms reach up. And then let's fold forward. Glance past your fingertips, palms down, chin in the chest. No doubt feeling the tightness in those hips. Just with every breath, do your best to release some of that. Use each and every exhale to its fullest. Wind yourself around to the left if you want to. Your knee should be between your arms, and then bring that right hand on top. So you feel a little bit more of a stretch down that right side as you bend your elbows. Carefully come on up. Carefully take this right leg down. Let's lean our hands back, feet apart, and just kind of windshield wiper a couple times to each side. Good. Now let's come to our last plank of today. Let's make sure our wrists are below our shoulders. Abs strong. Come on down slowly, leading with the chest. Up dog, nice open chest as you lift your head. Push up or not, completely up to you. And down dog. Rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract. Let's really relax those feet. How high can you lift those hips? Dissolve the tightness around your knees as well. With our left toes reaching up. Walk those hands back. And let's bend the left knee, allow it to hang to the right. So enjoy that nice opening of the left hip and stretch down the left side of the rib cage, the heavier that you allow that left leg to hang. End of that exhale, we're gonna slide that left knee between our hands for pigeon. Let's take our right toes, walk that leg back. You could even take your left foot, walk it towards your right hand, as long as it doesn't make you roll to your left. Belly button facing the mat. Let's walk those hands straight down the middle. Rest your forehead and breathe. Dissolving tightness all around the outside of that left hip joint. Feel free to glance left, resting on the right side of the face. And let's take the left hand to the low back if you'd like. Really let your shoulders release. You can even wiggle those fingers a little bit. And that big exhale, feel free to untwist and glance to the front. This time allow your right fingertips to go a little farther. Forehead down and breathe. Walk yourself back. Let's open that chest. And let's go ahead and have a seat. And you can take your left leg either in front or on top. And don't assume that because you could take it on top on one side that the other side's the same. We're usually a little tighter on one side than the other. So let's sit up nice and tall first, chin down in your chest. Try to relax those hips. Let's take that left arm and reach nice and long. Let's take that right hand, reach across, gently sink yourself down. Good. Inhale with both arms up. Exhale, look past those fingertips. Bring those palms down. Chin in the chest, just start to bend the elbows. Be nice to yourself. Please don't force farther than your hips or whatever you're stretching at the time allows. You're just taking it one step at a time. Dissolving tightness with each exhale. Let's wind around to the right. You're going to bring your left hand on top. Make sure your knee is between your arms. Left hand's on top to get that little bit more of a stretch down your left side. Bend your elbows and breathe. And come on up. Be nice to that left hip. Untwisting. And let's come on to those hands and knees. And just allow those hips to kind of shake from side to side. Take those knees apart, big toes together, and look up to your right, rotating your wrist. Right hand palm up underneath as you sit back on your heels, rest on the right side of the face. And our left fingertips walk away from us. And your left hand rests at the low back. Relax your shoulders, and as you wiggle your fingers, feel your right ear and cheek getting closer to the mat. Slowly untwisting. Let's do the same thing to the other shoulder. Knees apart, big toes together. Look up to your left and rotate. And left hand palm up underneath the right. As you sit back on those heels, allow the left side of the face to rest on the mat and your right fingertips to walk away from you. And then right hand at your low back. shoulders relax. Wiggle those fingers and breathe. Slowly untwisting. And let's have a seat at the front of your mat. So let's allow your yoga strap to be somewhere near your mat so that while you're laying down, you're going to be able to grab that yoga strap. Let's go ahead and come into one boat pose. Shoulders relaxed, chest is open. Arms are up. If you need to keep the feet down, you can. If you need to keep one foot down, you can. If you'd like to lift both, please do. But shoulders are down. We're not shrugging those shoulders. Knees together if you can. Abs are strong. Take a breath or two. And come on back. Hug those knees tightly into the chest and glance in one direction to stretch your neck. Glance in the other direction. Good. Let's go ahead and put our straight arms between our knees. Grab onto ankles or feet. Soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Gently those knees pull down. Press the elbows against the knees and gently rock side to side. Just like a happy baby. You can either continue to do this or your first two fingers grab onto your big toes as you press those heels apart and allow the legs to just relax out. Exhale, let's release the feet and place them on the mat, farther apart than your hips as you touch your heels if you want to. And let's lift those hips up into the bridge. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, just peel that spine down one vertebra at a time. So we go ahead and grab our yoga strap and place that right foot in the yoga strap and the left leg flat. Moving the strap towards your heel with a relaxed foot. Let's bring the leg towards you as you push your right knee away from you. Each exhale is your opportunity to deepen that stretch. Slowly backing away, moving the strap towards the ball of your foot. Get a nice flex, gently pull it in. Feel free to pull on one side or the other of the strap to roll that foot out or in. I want you to get your best calf stretch. You can even continue to push the right knee away. Release, let's take it out to the right, holding the strap with your right hand. Look to your left, and let's keep that left hip rolled down to the mat, not letting it lift up. And then just gently pull with your right hand. And then let's hand that strap to the left hand. Take the leg across the body as you look to your right. Gently pull, stretching straight down your right IT band. Use your exhale, dissolve that tightness. As we slowly come on back up, let's put both feet in the yoga strap. And just gently pull. Stop when you want to. You're welcome to lift the hips a little if that feels okay. Slowly releasing. Let's take that right leg flat on the mat. And let's move that strap towards your heel. Relax your foot. And gently pull that leg in. If you'd like to press the left knee a little farther away from you, you can. Imagine that breath flowing up and down the back of that leg. Let's back away and move the strap towards the ball of your foot. Get a nice flex as you pull the leg towards you and roll that foot out or in, depending on your gait. One of those will deepen your calf stretch. Let's release. Taking it out to the left as we glance right. We're going to keep that right hip rolled to the mat and gently pull with our left hand. And then let's slowly hand the strap to the right hand. Take it across the body as you glance to the left. Gently pull and breathe. Slowly backing away. Let's go ahead and place that strap down. Let's reach above our head and lengthen the body from fingertips to toes. And exhale, let's slide the arms somewhere near your sides as we close our eyes. The arms could be straight out from your shoulders. They could be a little closer to your body. With those eyes closed, I just want you to get in a comfortable position for you. We're going to utilize these last few minutes to not only let go of the tightness in our muscles, but to dissolve any negativity, any negative self-talk, anything that's keeping you from having the best rest of your day that you can. So let's pull all your breath to the very top of your head. And exhale, allow that breath to flow across your forehead, roll across your temples and the back of the head, across those eyes, nose, and cheekbones. Notice that breath flow across the back of your jaw and straight down the sides and back of the neck. Rolling across the top of your shoulders. And as those shoulders just release to the mat, notice an opening of your chest and a release across your upper back. As that breath flows down your arms, rounding your elbows, flowing straight down your forearms, to your wrists, palms, and the top of your hand. Between your fingers and all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, just move the fingers gently and allow tension and stress to leave the body through those fingertips. With your breath starting to surround your rib cage, one rib at a time. Flowing from your mid-back down to the low back and across your waist and abdominals. Cleansing breath in. Exhale, allowing those hips and glutes to just mold to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings release. Knees, shins, and calves. ankles, and then feel that breath round your heels and flow up the arch of the foot. Roll across the top of the foot, between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. Exhale, moving the toes gently. Letting anything negative escape through your toe tips. Feeling peaceful and calm, with a new perspective on the rest of your day. You're ready to take it on. Let's be nice to ourselves, coming out of this position slowly. Placing one foot on the mat when you're ready and allowing the other foot to join it. As we roll to one side, that bottom arm is your pillow. And then we gently press ourselves up to a nice sitting position. Sitting up tall and taking a deep breath in, reaching those arms up. Exhale, bringing our hands to the heart. Surrendering everything in that head to your heart. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and weekend. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.